Hey there, fellow time travelers, and welcome back to Timeless Sagas. Today, we're venturing into the captivating realm of the Ottoman Empire, where we'll get better acquainted with the Ottoman Sultans. So, buckle up, and let's take a trip through time. The Ottoman Empire was a force to be reckoned with in world history. It spanned 3 continents, covering large swaths of Europe, Asia, and Africa, and lasted for an astounding 600 years. At its height, it was one of the most powerful empires in the world, and its sultans were known for their military prowess, cunning diplomacy, and lavish lifestyles. So, let's dive into the lives of these fascinating figures and explore the impact they had on the world. First, let's set the stage by taking a brief look at the foundation of the empire. The Ottoman Empire was founded in 1299 by Osman I, a tribal leader who managed to unite several smaller Turkic states around him. Osman I laid the groundwork for the empire, but it was his descendants, the Ottoman Sultans, who would truly make it great. And boy, were they a motley crew. Now, let me introduce you to some of the most famous and infamous sultans, who are about to become the stars of today's episode. Our first stop on this historical joyride is with Sultan Mehmed II, affectionately known as Mehmed the Conqueror. Mehmed II ascended to the throne at the tender age of 19, but don't let his youth fool you. This guy had some serious ambition. He's most famous for conquering Constantinople in 1453, which not only marked the end of the Byzantine Empire but also the beginning of the Renaissance in Europe. Pretty neat, huh? Mehmed didn't stop there, though. He continued to expand the empire throughout his reign, pushing its borders into the Balkans, the Crimea, and even parts of Italy. He was also a patron of the arts and sciences, promoting the growth of Ottoman culture. Talk about a Renaissance man. Next up, we have Suleiman the Magnificent, who is probably the most famous of all the Ottoman sultans. Suleiman ruled during the empire's golden age, from 1520 to 1566, and he was known for his keen intellect, love of the arts, and fierce military campaigns. Under his rule, the empire reached its zenith, stretching from Algeria to Iraq and from the steppes of Russia to the Indian Ocean. But Suleiman was more than just a conqueror. He was also a skilled administrator and lawmaker, earning him the nickname Kanuni, or lawgiver. His legal reforms streamlined the empire's governance, boosted trade, and improved the lives of his subjects. All this, while penning some of the most beautiful poetry in the Ottoman court. Talk about multitasking. Now, let's move on to a sultan who wasn't quite as magnificent, Selim the Saud. Selim II, who ruled from 1566 to 1574, is best known for his love of wine and his seemingly endless parties. As a result, he left much of the empire's administration to his capable Grand Vizier, Sokollu Mehmed Pasha. Despite his debauched lifestyle, Selim's reign saw the empire continue to prosper, with the conquest of Cyprus and the expansion of Ottoman naval power in the Mediterranean. So, while he may not have been as hands-on as his predecessors, he didn't exactly sink the ship either. We can't forget to mention the fascinating life of Sultan Murad IV, who ruled during the 17th century. He's known for his brutal methods of maintaining order and his determination to restore the empire's fortunes. Murad was a bit of a wild card, often disguising himself to patrol the streets of Istanbul at night and personally executing wrongdoers. In fact, he once ordered the execution of a group of coffee drinkers after outlawing the beverage. I guess you could say he had a bit of a dark roast. Despite his unique approach to law enforcement, Murad IV was an effective ruler who managed to reconquer Baghdad from the Safavid Persians and put down a rebellion in the empire's European provinces. Sure, his methods were extreme, but he did get results. Unfortunately, not all Ottoman sultans were as effective as Murad IV. In fact, some of them were downright disastrous. Enter Sultan Ibrahim I, nicknamed Ibrahim the Mad. Now, this guy was truly off his rocker. He was known for his erratic behavior, which included drowning 280 of his concubines in the Bosphorus Strait and ordering the construction of a massive pyramid made of skulls. Yikes! Needless to say, Ibrahim's reign was marked by chaos and decline. He was eventually deposed and executed by his own court in 1648, after an 8-year reign that saw the empire's prestige and territory significantly diminished. I guess you could say that, in Ibrahim's case, madness really did run in the family. Now, let's fast forward to the final days of the Ottoman Empire, where we meet our last sultan, Mehmed VI. Mehmed ruled from 1918 to 1922, during a tumultuous period marked by the aftermath of World War I and the rise of Turkish nationalism. Unfortunately, Mehmed was unable to navigate these treacherous waters, and the empire crumbled around him. In 1922, the Turkish Grand National Assembly abolished the Sultanate, and Mehmed was forced into exile. He spent the rest of his days in Italy, dreaming of a return to power that would never come. And so, the once mighty Ottoman Empire was no more. Phew! What a journey through time. From the ambitious conquests of Mehmed the Conqueror to the tragic end of Mehmed VI, the stories of the Ottoman sultans offer a fascinating glimpse into a bygone era. These larger-than-life figures shaped the course of history, leaving behind a legacy that still resonates today. Thank you for joining me on this whirlwind tour of the Ottoman sultans. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe for more timeless sagas. Don't forget to leave a comment below, sharing your favorite Ottoman sultan, or any other historical figure you'd like to see featured on our channel. Until next time, fellow time travelers, happy exploring!